As we hit the home stretch of the legislative session, both the Texas House and Senate are starting to send bills to the governor's desk.
KXAN's Wes Rapaport tells us what he's signed into law so far.
The Texas legislature wanted to make that permanent law in the state of Texas, and I'm about to sign it to make it so.
With the touch of a pen, Governor Greg Abbott permanently allows restaurants to sell alcohol to go. As bills passed by both the House and Senate reach his desk, it's a chance for a victory lap to highlight new laws going on the books.
Alcohol to go is now law in the state of Texas.
This is one of the 20 measures the governor has signed so far. More than a dozen of them are resolutions honoring Texans for various accomplishments. Others include a Senate bill to allow the Lower Colorado River Authority to improve broadband connectivity service. Also on the list, a bill to exclude medical and dental billing services from taxation if they're performed before an insurance claim is submitted. In the past week, Abbott also signed a law that says businesses don't have to pay franchise taxes on forgiven pandemic Paycheck Protection Program loans.
There are many businesses in the state of Texas that received PPP loans to help them make ends meet over the course of the pandemic, and they were able to get those PPP loans forgiven by the federal government. The last thing those businesses need at this time is to be taxed on those forgiven PPP loans.
Abbott has not yet vetoed any bills this session. There are more than 1,500 pieces of legislation passed by both chambers and awaiting his signature. Wes Rapaport, KXAN News.
The governor has 10 days to sign or veto a bill that arrives at his desk, or it automatically becomes law. If a bill is sent to the governor within 10 days of the last day of the session, the governor has until 20 days after final adjournment to sign the bill, veto it, or allow it to become law without his signature. In a statement, the governor's office says the governor reads every word of every single bill that reaches his desk, weighing the impact his signature will have on all Texans.
And here's a look at Governor Abbott's past legislative sessions. He normally vetoes between 40 and 60 bills a session and signs more than 1,000. The governor has allowed about 150 bills each session to become law without his signature. If the governor vetoes a bill, it goes back to the chamber where it originated with an explanation of the governor's objection. A 2/3 majority vote overrides a veto.